Hello, my name is Nicholas Bale, and today I'm going to show you how to tie some knots. I'm an Eagle Scout, and I've been tying knots for around 7 years, and I've seen a lot of the knots in use, and so they've really helped me out in certain situations. So today I'm going to show you 3 simple and easy knots that everyone should know when they go camping. So in order to tie knots, you're going to need some rope. Now, some rope that I would recommend is either paracord nylon rope or 3-strand natural rope. These are the best ropes because they offer the greatest friction between themselves and they will not slip. Some of the other important things to have in order to tie knots are going to be tents, tarps, stakes, because this is all going to be things that you're going to be connecting with these knots and ropes. And then if you want to practice these, usually you will have a tree or a cylindrical object, and that is the best way to practice these knots.
You'll be able to use a lot of different types of material when tying knots, but there are definitely some that you should stay away from. The Grogano brothers that run a website called animatedknots.com have made a list of materials of ropes that you should avoid using. An example of something that you should not use would be polypropylene rope. Now, this rope is actually made out of plastic and it floats on the water, and so you'll see these mostly in boating environments where you have a boat carrying either a water ski or something like that. But the reason why you don't want to use them because they don't tighten on themselves very well, and it is very unpleasant to handle as it may cut your hand easily. Another thing to stay away from would be a 3mm twisted 3-strand nylon only rope. Now, these ropes actually do really well in tension, but the material is not weatherproof or it's not waterproof, so they will deteriorate in an outdoor setting.
Alright, so now I'm going to show you how to do the bowline knot. And first we're going to start out with this nylon rope here because it's a little bit easier to work with and it's easier to see. So first we're going to make what's called the bunny hole in the tree. So what we're going to start out with is this end of the rope. We're going to make a loop like this, where the tree is behind the hole, and then if I grab the other end, this will be called our rabbit. And so to make the bowline is we have the tree in the hole, we have the rabbit. The rabbit's going to come through the bottom of the hole, go around the right side of the tree like this, and back through the hole. And notice where I'm holding it with my thumb, it's down through the hole. So I'm going to be basically pulling up on the tree, and when that does, it's going to make this really nice knot.
In this next clip, I'll be showing you how to tie a bowline knot around my waist, and this is very important because Cliff Jacobson wrote an article for the Scouting magazine explaining how the bowline knot is very popular among mountaineers, climbers, sailors, and others, and they will tie this knot when they need a non-slip loop at the end of a line. The knot won't slip regardless of the load applied. So you can see me here in this example. I would be the mountaineer or the climber. I could tie this knot and I could put it around my waist if I were to need it to traverse hard terrain. Alright, so this is going to be how you tie the taut line hitch. First, grab your stake, find the hole, insert the rope through the hole. Give yourself some slack, because here we're going to go down a little bit. We're going to wrap it around itself 2 times, and this again here is above itself where it meets itself. We're going to go above 2 wraps. We're then going to cross over like this, do another wrap, and feed it through itself. So why would you need to tie a taut line hitch? Well, Tim MacWelch wrote an article for the Outdoor Life explaining that the taut line hitch takes the place of a slide to tension or loosen the loop in the line. This knot grips very well as long as there is tension on the pulling or taut side of the loop. Here you can see me adjusting the knot as so. Alright, and for the last knot I will be tying, this one is called the sheep bend. The sheep bend is going to be used to connect 2 different styles or types of rope. And this is how we do it. So we're going to take the biggest rope, the biggest diameter, so this would be considered a bigger diameter than this rope, the nylon rope here. We're going to make a loop like this. We're going to take the nylon rope and go underneath through the top. We're going to wrap it around the underside of this loop like so. We're going to come up on this other side, but we're going to go underneath the nylon rope, but over the natural rope. So it looks something like this. Of course, when you pull tightly, it pulls on itself and on the natural rope. And here you are with a sheet bend, and you have two different diameter ropes and or styles of ropes that will not slip.
So now that you have an understanding of how to tie knots, you'll be able to utilize them in any situation that arises. Again, the bow line to create a loop that doesn't tighten, the taut line hitch to create a loop that is adjustable, and the sheet bend to connect two ropes together. I hope this guide was helpful, and happy camping.